Why do so many men stumble and blunder in the art of seduction? What's the most common pitfall they encounter? It's the information overload. There's a sea of advice, tips, tricks, and strategies out there, enough to drown even the most determined among us. This flood of information often leads to what we call paralysis of analysis. You could spend a lifetime reading about seduction, but reading alone won't get you anywhere. This video series is designed to cut through the noise and provide clear, actionable steps. And the key is to actually take these steps. Most of them, especially for day-to-day interactions, take less than an hour. You could do them during your lunch break, so no excuses, get out there and do them. Remember, it's not about having the best approach or phrase, it's about the man behind the actions. And in the next 25 days, you will determine which phrases resonate with you and which don't. The first actionable step in seduction is to approach. But who should be your first approach? A waitress. Now, you might wonder why a waitress. Here's the thing. Waitresses are in the customer service industry, which means they're generally friendly and open to conversation. They're used to dealing with a wide variety of people and situations. This makes them an ideal starting point for your journey in the art of seduction. Now, let's clarify something important. The goal of this first approach isn't to win a date, or even score a phone number. No, the aim is simply to engage, to converse, to see what happens. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone and taking action. So, how do you approach? Well, it starts with a conversation, but not just any conversation. It's about making observations, forming assumptions, and using these to spark an interesting dialogue. For instance, you might say something like, "You seem like a Southern girl, am I right?" Or, "You look like you enjoy yoga." The key here is to be observant, genuine, and unafraid to make assumptions. Remember, it's not about getting the assumption right. It's about creating a starting point for a conversation. When she asks why you think so, you can playfully deflect, saying something like, "I'm not sure, it's just a feeling I got when I saw you. I'll think about it while I look at the menu. Do you have any specials today?" This approach is all about being present, being observant, and being real. It's about learning to navigate social situations, to read cues, and to engage in a meaningful way. And most importantly, it's about getting comfortable with the approach, with initiating conversation, and with expressing interest. This exercise isn't about success or failure. It's about taking action and learning from the experience. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And in the art of seduction, that first step is the approach. Now that we've taken the first step, let's recap the key points for successful seduction. We began by discussing the number one reason many fail in any endeavor, including attracting others: information overload. In this digital age, we're flooded with advice, tips, and strategies, often leading to analysis paralysis. But remember, reading about seduction won't get you anywhere. It's about taking clear, actionable steps. This training was designed to cut through the noise and provide you with meaningful, executable steps. The most crucial part is that you put them into action. Most of these steps, particularly in daytime training, take an hour or less. So, no excuses, make them happen. We also talked about not obsessing over finding the best phrase or perfect approach. There's no such thing. A man who understands how to attract others can take any topic or approach and make it work. On the contrary, a man without a clue can take a good phrase and mess it up every time. Remember, it's not about the phrase, it's about the man. Over the next 25 days, you'll figure out which phrases you like and which ones you don't. But during this journey, there's one thing you must not worry about: the outcome. The process is about learning and growing, not about a specific result. In this world of instant gratification, it's easy to forget that real growth takes time. Each interaction, each conversation is an opportunity to learn and improve. So don't stress about the outcome. Instead, focus on the process, the actions you're taking, and the lessons you're learning. Remember, in the art of seduction, it's not about the perfect phrase or approach. It's about you, your actions, and your willingness to learn and adapt.